Boo! Happy Halloween, people. Sorry about that. Morning, lovely people. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Dave Keeffe. This is ABL Reselling. For the final time this year, we're off over to Fitzwilliam. It's a little bit sad because it is my favourite midweek boot sale. It's a bit wet in the Yorkshire today though, so it could go one or two ways. It's either going to be frighteningly good or terrifyingly bad, continuing with the Halloween theme. I'm going to get over there anyway. It's supposed to stop raining about 6 o'clock and the forecast for the rest of the day is quite nice. So let's get crack-a-lacking, see what we can find in the lovely land of Yorkshire. We have landed. It's looking like people have listened to the weather forecast as well. The field looks a little bit busier than I thought it would do. Thanks. Okay. That's gonna be doing your head in that, isn't it?
I know. It'll be like hurry up, let that
wishing the bloody batteries have run out.
Thank you.
That's great. That. Cheers. You. Have a good day.
You too.
Are you alright?
Hiya, how are you?
I'm not too bad, are you?
Yeah, can't grumble.
Sorry?
Can't grumble.
No.
Morning, Dave.
Morning, sir. How are you?
Could be better sleeping.
Yeah, it's supposed to be getting nicer today. The weather. Got to stay positive, eh? Are they yours, are they? Do you know what size they are? Are they yours, are they? Do you know what size they are?
But my mate who wore them,
yeah.
he's roughly around about the same size as me, but it sits size inside to me, I think. Yeah. I'm not sure.
Just have to get that dry clean, I think. Would you do 15 on it?
I'll do 18.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I'll not pinch your anger.
Well, you can have anger, but anger snap this morning.
Deep joist, a lot of weight to have on it, isn't it?
That's it, sir.
Oh shit. Cheers, buddy, thank you.
Cheers, pal.
How are you doing?
Wow.
That's what they're saying. I don't know, you get everything looking nice and I come and ruin your display.
Not good for you.
There you go, found his voice. Right, let's have a look at these.
Same price as last week, at 60 quid.
60 quid, no bother. I'll not argue with you.
Yeah, nice them, aren't they?
They are, yeah, tidy them. There you go, sir. Thank you very much.
Got a bag?
No, I'll just chuck them in trolley, yeah. How much have you got on it?
We're asking 10, love.
It is this week, isn't it?
Fun?
Last one this week,
Yes,
isn't it?
I said to her on gate, I says, is it dark price today?
Yeah. Wishful
As a
thinking.
gesture to all these people that's given them a year.
Yeah.
You know.
Nah, wishful thinking that, isn't it?
Yeah. In all fairness, mate, like, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Will you do 7 on these?
Will you do 7?
I'll do 8.
8.
8. That's fair enough, that.
Okay, mate. Please. Thank you, mate. Have you come far?
Charlie.
Charlie?
Yeah, bit of
Never.
a stump. Yeah, I come every week.
We used to come up at Charlie to go to Wigan to rugby.
Oh, there you go, yeah.
Aye. I don't like Charlie because they beat my team once in cup many years ago. Thanks, mate.
Thank you, sir. No, you're alright.
Getting ready.
Cheers, bud.
Don't any tiles for your bathroom, do you?
Oh, I'm good, thanks. I'll come back and see you when you got your bits and pieces out anyway. Have a good one.
Yeah, that looks proper.
How much have you got in your shoes?
£5.
Are the 720s genuine?
What do you want,
Are
sorry?
they genuine? These,
Yeah.
you know, yeah. And what have you got on them?
They're all a £5.
Alright.
£5 each. We've got 3.
Yeah. Thank you. How much have you got on your sheepskin, by the way? Oh, right, okay. No worries.
I'm not sure about that.
How much is your sheepskin, love? At the front?
Please tell Technicolor 15 quid.
15.
Not really going to get any of that.
Thank you very much. Have a good day. Cheers.
How much you got? They're all priced up. Can't find one. What is it? Oh, it's You've got loads of change in your pocket.
I have, yeah.
To change your bag? Has it rolled out ill?
Oh, I'll be in there somewhere. Can't be fussed looking for it, to be honest. Well, fortunately enough, people weren't put off by this morning's rain to make this trip over to Yorkshire very worthwhile. Slightly melancholic though, because this is the last Wednesday boot sale at Fitzwilliam for the year, and it's been really good to me this year. Goodness only knows what I'm going to be doing with my time next Wednesday morning. Maybe I'll learn a new skill. Right, let's get everything home now. I'll go through it, obviously take you through what I've got, let you know how much it's getting listed for. Now, there has been some surprising bits about today, not least the fact that the weather is pretty decent in October in Yorkshire. No more said about that. But actually, it's a much, much better result than I thought it would be. Let's get straight into it then, show you what I got. So total spent today was £143, and for that I got 17 pickups. Unsurprisingly from Fitzwilliam, I spent quite a bit of money with Trainer Guy again. He's very, very good to me. Long may that relationship continue. There's one really, really surprising result from today, and something I'm just going to dip my toe in the water with. Right, here we go. I made a command decision. Rather than bore you stupid going through bog standard trainers in the main, I'll just give you the grand total. I spent £100 with Trainer Guy today, and I'm looking at a listing value for all the trainers. That's 4 pairs of Asics, 6 pairs of Nike, and 1 pair of Adidas. And the total listing value for all those trainers is £338. The only ones that are of note are these two. These are pretty funky. These are Nike Air Tuned Max. They look like they've had very, very little wear. They're in really, really great condition. A lot of the Air Maxes are great for picking up, but you do obviously have to do authenticity checks. Also, with the ones with the air bubbles in the bottom, always give them a good prod and poke, make sure they haven't popped. I have had that in the past, and it just, for obvious reasons, takes all the value out. They're entirely worthless if they've got burst bubbles. On their own, they'll be getting listed for £70. And the other pair are these Nike Air Zoom Pegasus 35 Fly-E's. Do need a bit of a degunge these, but structurally they're in good nick. And individually, they'll be getting listed for £50. All the other pairs range from, I think the Adidas are the cheapest at £18, and all the other pairs are sort of like your £20 to £40 mark. Now, I have picked up a couple of pairs of unbranded gold brogues before, before. People use them for dance, use them for going out, fashion shoes, that kind of thing. But these are branded. This is Carvela by Kurt Geiger. I wouldn't exactly say it's a recognized brand, but I wouldn't exactly say it was high end because they're so readily available. But these are really eye-catching, really good condition. Don't appear to have had much wear. I only paid £4 for these, and they'll have a listing value of £30. Even if they're not branded though, don't dismiss them, because you'll see this type of shoe, this camp, if you will, all the time, and you're still getting around about the £15 to £20 mark. So if you're not paying very much for them, still well worth picking up the unbranded ones. These really nice dress brogues by Paolo Vandini of Shoreditch, London. Great condition, come in the original box, all the bits and pieces, spare set of laces in there as well, and, didn't notice that before, a shoehorn, which is very nice. Likely have just been worn for a wedding. Not a staggering amount of comps for these, but they feel like a really good quality pair of shoes. I could only find one comp for these shoes, and it looked like they went on offer. The listing value on those was £30, but because these have got all the bits with them, I'm going to stick a listing value of £25 on those. When I picked up these Air Max 270s, I did ask the lady if they were genuine, expecting her to tell me the truth. I'm always suspicious, always, even if somebody looks really lovely and they appear to be telling the truth. So obviously do my due diligence. These pass initial muster, but I will double check them. Again, checking the bubbles, they're in good order. And because they're boxed, little bit of a selling point. Listing value on those, £40. Now this was the surprising pickup of the day. No clues for guessing how much I paid for it, and it's what's turned me back onto Harrods Bears. I was going to stop picking them up altogether. I do know there are some that have significant value, obviously the more collectible ones, the rarer ones, but in the main, you need to be paying less than a fiver, because as an average, the more recent ones are only going for £15 to £20. This one is a 1988 bear. Still got all its tags, a little bit of colour fade to the bobble hat. I think this chap's called Eddie. And even though it looks a lot more basic than some of the Harrods Bears I've picked up, this little chap, would you believe it, has a listing value of £50. Right, this is me dipping my toe in the water. I have looked at these in the past and walked away from them because the ones I've been finding haven't been branded and they're a little bit ropey. I've never found significant value in them. Now this is a wash bowl set by Blakeney, is the potters of Staffordshire, England. There's lots of examples of Blakeney pottery, but not so much for wash bowl and a jug. The only significant comp I could find was in the States, and it went for over £100. There's only one example of something similar in the UK, the jug on its own for £35, but it's one of these items that I've just got a feeling about. So for the purposes of the video, and I stand to be proved wrong obviously, I'm going to put a listing value of £60 on it and keep you posted on Instagram as and when it sells. I've got a good feeling about it. I really have. I'm not really a fan of listing breakables, but when it's a significant return compared to how much I paid for it, then we'll give it a go. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. It might open doors into a new avenue of exploration for me. Incidentally, when you're listing items like this, a great keyword to put in the title is prop. I've made a couple of sales this week to props companies of vintage items, not necessarily this type of stuff, but vintage items sell well to prop companies. So prop is a great keyword to put in the title. And lastly, I'm going to put a bit of a range on this. This is a two-piece leather suit, obviously for motorcycle riders, from Revit. Recognised brand, decent armour, very good quality gear this. Pretty cool looking. The reason I'm going to put a range on it is because it smells a bit funky. It's obviously been in a garage for a while. The condition wise, it's good, but it's grubby. So I'm putting a range on it because I'm going to decide whether I'm going to get it dry cleaned or not. As you guys know though, I'm not about putting a lot of effort into cleaning stuff or even picking up stuff that needs cleaning in the first instance really. But because of the return on this suit, well, that's what made my decision to pick it up in the first place. So the range I'm going to put on it is not dry cleaned, £100. dry cleaned, £150. If you ever come to look at motorcycle gear, specifically the suits, two-piece suits always sell better than one-piece suits. Basically, the reason for that is they're a lot more forgiving on the sizing. One-piece suits, it's almost as though you need to get it tailored. People need to go and try it on and have a stretch in it and all that kind of stuff. Like I say, two-piece suits are a lot more forgiving, and it's easier to adjust them if needs be. One other selling point, as well as all the armor it's got in the elbows, shoulders, back, on the pants, it's obviously got its knee armor, also some removable sliders as well, branded Revit. These actually come off. Not everybody uses them, but they are a selling point nonetheless. Now, like I say, it's a little bit sad that Fitzwilliam's closed for the season now, but at least I've finished on a high, and I'm sure I'll fill my Wednesdays with shenanigans from here until they start again. Only half a field full of sellers today, but there's bound to be something I missed that you spotted. If you did, hit me up in the comment section below. These videos are a great education for me as well, because you guys are super informative and super knowledgeable. So your info is absolutely gold to me. I'm going to endeavour to get an extra video out this week, so watch out for that. If you would like to keep up to date with my content, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell will give you a notification the next time I post a video up. Thank you very much indeed for supporting the channel, ladies and gentlemen. It's most appreciated. I've been Dave Keeffe. You've been amazing. I'll see you in the next video.